Hello my dear students, welcome to my class. I am Anjum Sheikh. In previous videos, we have studied about some of the issues involved in the conservation and sustainable use of resources like forests, wildlife and water. We have discussed how important these resources are. Now we come to yet another important resource, fossil fuels, that is coal and petroleum. These are important sources of energy for us. Since the Industrial Revolution, we have been using increasing amounts of energy to meet our basic needs and for the manufacture of a large number of goods upon which our life depends. These energy needs have been largely met by the reserves of coal and petroleum. Do you know petroleum is also known as black gold? Can you tell why? Because of its great commercial importance, petroleum is also known as the black gold. Now, what are fossil fuels? Fossil fuels are the natural resources such as coal, oil and natural gas containing hydrocarbons. These fossil fuels are formed in the earth over millions of years and produce carbon dioxide when these are burned. See, the fossil fuels are hydrocarbons. Now what is meant by hydrocarbons? Hydrocarbons are the compounds which are made from hydrogen and carbon only. These are known as the hydrocarbons. The fossil fuels when burnt, they produce tremendous amounts of carbon dioxide gas. So these fossil fuels are harmful for the environment. Now how these fossil fuels were formed? The first important fossil fuel is coal. So how coal was formed? See, in this image you can see swamp. Swamp is a place which is always wet. In Marathi we call it daldal. So around 300 million years ago, before the dinosaurs, many giant plants died in the swamps. Then over millions of years, that is around 100 million years ago, the plants were buried under water and dirt. Here you can see the dead plants, the layer of the dead plants. Above dead plants there is layer of dirt and there is layer of water. Due to tremendous heat and pressure, it turned the dead plants into the coal. So in this way the coal formation took place. See how longer time it took place for the formation of coal, around 300 million years. Now how the petroleum and natural gas formation took place? It also took place around at the same time, that is 300 to 400 million years ago. The tiny sea plants and animals died and were buried on the ocean floor. Over time, they were covered by the layers of silt and sand. Then over millions of years, that is around 50 to 100 million years ago, the remains were buried deeper and deeper. The enormous heat and pressure turned them into oil and gas. And now we drill through the layers of sand, silt and rock to reach the rock formation that contain the oil and natural gas deposit. So this was about the petroleum and natural gas formation. In both cases, heat and pressure are critical to the formation of fossil fuels. Both play very important role, tremendous heat as well as pressure. In case of oil and natural gas, the organic material is marine in origin, whereas coal is formed from ancient peat forests. In both cases, the dead organisms are buried over time and the extreme heat and pressure converted these dead organisms into either coal, natural gas or oil. Now what are the disadvantages of fossil fuels? First very major disadvantage is pollution. Fossil fuels are responsible to cause pollution. The greenhouse gases which are released from the burning of fossil fuels, they deplete the ozone layer. In previous lesson you have studied the importance of the ozone layer. You know that ozone layer protects us from UV rays. So we need the ozone layer. But the burning of greenhouse gases results in the depletion of ozone layer. One more major disadvantage is these fossil fuels are non-renewable. Means once these resources are used up, it will be very difficult to form them again, because you know that it takes millions of years for the formation of fossil fuels. So these are all the disadvantages of fossil fuels. So can we make some changes? Can we make changes in our lifestyle to be environment friendly, or can we think green? So can you suggest some ways to become environment friendly? See, there are some eco-friendly shopping tips. First, very important tip is carry your own shopping bags, preferably cloth bag. Then you should shop from small and local businesses. Choose sustainable friendly brands, the brands which are eco-friendly. Then you should wrap gifts in reusable and recyclable products. Nowadays, small plantlets are given as a gifts. Then you should look for energy efficient tech gadgets. You should try to place a single order while shopping online. Why? Because it will reduce shipping costs. Then you should purchase cruelty free products that have not been tested on animals. You might have read about the cruelty free, paraben free products, for example cosmetics. So such products should be purchased. Then you should gift experience rather than the things. Don't impulse buy things. Make a list beforehand. Whenever you are going for shopping, you should have list ready with you. So these are some of the eco-friendly shopping tips. Now, what can you do in your home to save the environment or to go green? So here month-wise planner is there. In January, you have to wrap your water heater in an insulating jacket. In February, you have to buy or make draft stoppers to place in front of window. Then in March, you have to opt out of junk mail. In April, you may switch to non-toxic cleaning products, eco-friendly green cleaning products. Then in May, you may plant a container garden. In June, you may vacuum the coils on the back of your refrigerator. In July, you may buy a reusable water bottle and insulated mug. In August, plug small appliances into a smart power strip that can be turned off. In September, buy a water saving shower head. In October, change your air filters or ask your landlord to change them for you. In November, instead of using bulbs, you have to use CFLs or LEDs. In December, you may give eco-friendly holiday gifts. So these are some of the ideas to go green in your home. There are certain earth-friendly or eco-friendly travel tips. Before you leave, unplug cell phone, chargers, computers, your toasters and anything else that does not need to be plugged in while you are gone. Then turn out your thermostat. No need to heat your house when you are not in it. Then you should fly non-stop to your destination so that you will reduce the amount of fuel used throughout the trip. At the hotel, reuse your towels and sheets. Turn off the lights and air conditioner when you leave the room. When hiking, stick to the trail to preserve the local flora. Keep your hands to yourself while snorkeling. If you touch coral formations, you might be irreparably damage it. You should buy local when shopping for souvenirs. You should interact with the local people so that you shall get new appreciation for the environment. The sustainable management of natural resources is a difficult task. In addressing this issue, we need to keep an open mind with regard to the interest of various stakeholders. So we need to accept that people will act with their own best interest as the priority. We need to tailor our requirements individually and collectively so that the benefits of development reach everyone now and for all generations to come. Thank you.